The Bible prophesies that a peace agreement will be signed very soon between the Israelis and the Palestinians, recognizing Israel's right to exist in the Middle East. Well, we are now seeing several efforts to facilitate just such an agreement on the world stage. Al Arabia reports that on April 28th, tomorrow, Pope Francis will land in Cairo, Egypt, in a visit that has been billed as a historic moment. This visit aims to cement the spirit of mutual respect and dialogue among followers of different religions and further isolate extremism and violence, as main obstacles come from ignorance and radicalism. Relations between the Muslim world and the Catholic Church are crucial, some believe, to international peace, as both religious groups combined bring together around 4 billion people. Foreign policy has been key in Pope Francis's 4-year-old papacy, as he has been working for reconciliation and overcoming divisions among all peoples. Speaking in a nationally televised address all the way back in 2014, then President Barack Obama thanked Pope Francis for the help that the Pope had given in facilitating the beginning of normalization in relations between the United States and Cuba. Obama said, in particular, "I want to thank His Holiness Pope Francis, whose moral example shows us the importance of pursuing the world as it should be rather than simply settling for the world as it is." Well, these words are all the way in 2017. They're more relevant now, given the need for a mediator on a number of issues in a number of parts of the Middle East, Syria, and all the way to Palestine. Some have claimed that the Vatican could actually play a more important role as a mediator between the Western world and the Middle East. They say that if and when the peace process, which is what's prophesied in Scripture, between the Palestinians and the Israelis will be seriously reopened, then the Pope has a potentiality there, and he could decide to play a crucial role in that scenario. The peace process between the Palestinians and the Israelis seems to be stuck with no identified facilitators and new obstacles. That's the mediation that the world would perceive as a real effort by the Catholic Church to bring international peace for the benefit of all beyond religious differences. The opening of the first Palestinian embassy to the Holy See earlier this year was widely considered as a step towards facilitating a peace process based on the two-state solution. Well, now the Pope's visit to Egypt, after more than a decade of absence, looks like a way to reconcile with the Middle East and build new bridges. If the Catholic Church wants to play a significant role in the region, the Pope, they say, some say, should consider going beyond symbolic acts and start facilitating where mediation is needed, recommending that he would play a part in the future peace agreement. Well, is it possible that Pope Francis could play a part in the peace agreement prophesied by the prophet Daniel 2,500 years ago? Well, of course, at this point, only time will tell. We know that there will be many world leaders that are involved in that peace initiative once it gets signed. However, with all of the prophecies converging at the same time, we do know that this agreement will be signed in the near future.